everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. Midweek. We're already through it. That's how fast summer goes. I mean, the work weeks still go, but it just gets so lost because of all the work. Why can't we just have the whole summer off? Okay, I digress. But last night I went out fishing up in Lake Wisconsin. It was beautiful out. I was watching that one storm, and it passed just to the north of us, well, at least where I was, and north of Fitchburg for sure. Saw a little rain overnight, but yeah, just beautiful nights out there. Take advantage while we have it, because it's just been, we've had some nice nights recently for sure, and it's going to get a little bit cooler as we go into the weekend, but there's a chance for some rain showers over the weekend as well, so hopefully that doesn't impact your plans too much, and hopefully the rain holds off, because we need every day we can when we, especially when we turn into July. It feels like, oh my gosh, it's slipping away already. That in regards to the summer. Hey, we got a great show coming up for you. We'll get you the latest headlines for today. Plus, we've got a ribbon cutting to take you out to Limestone Ridge, held a ribbon cutting for their new apartment complex, and we'll take you to that location. Plus, we talk with the city administrator, Chad Brecklin is here. We get an update on lots of topics, including the upcoming election and election information, because there were some changes that held, including the drop box. Cannot drop your absentee ballot at a drop box. You have to hand it to a clerk, directly to a clerk, and only your ballot. We'll break all that down for you coming up here in just a little bit of time. But first, we do turn to the headlines. We got a road closure to tell you about, and it's the Goodland Park road closure. It will be closed at Larson for culvert replacement on Monday, July 18th through Friday, July 22nd. The road will be completely blocked at Larson, and to the west of the project, there will be a partial closure to the east of Freezy to allow for residents to access homes. So that's happening again July 18th through the 22nd. We'll keep you up to date as that project moves forward. Turning our attention to the school districts, the Verona Area School District Board of Education approves placement of an operational referendum question on the ballot for the November 8th election. And it says here at its Monday night, at a meeting on Monday night, the Verona Area School District Board of Education approved the placement of an operational referendum question on the ballot for the November 8th election. The referendum, if approved, would invest $19 million over 4 years in the Verona area's public schools to help ensure our bright future. This is a statement coming from the school district. A voter-approved referendum on the November 8th would enable the district to provide for sufficient number of staff as students enrollment continues to increase, maintain desired teachers, student ratio, and class sizes, offer competitive compensation to retain and attract high-quality and diverse educators, maintain wages with the pace of inflation, and offset negative ramifications of the state's public education funding. The board's action comes after a month-long process to evaluate operational needs, share information with the community, and explore potential solutions. It also takes into account for the fact that the Verona Area School District, like all Wisconsin districts, is faced with 4.7 increase in cost of living adjustments. Learn more about the district's need and solutions on the ballot for November 8th. You can go to their website, verona.k12.wi.us/referendum 2022. Turning our attention to the other events here in the city of Fitchburg, we've got a free mobile food pantry by the Second Harvest Food Bank. This will be on Thursday, July 14th. They'll be out at the Southdale Park, 200 Deer Valley Road in the town of Madison from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. All who need food are welcome. No ID needed. Drive-through or walk up. Volunteer workers will only ask about the number of people in your household. Come out to the Fitchburg Senior Center tomorrow as well for Bratfest. Bratfest being put on by the Friends of the Fitchburg Senior Center tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. The cost is $5 and includes brat, chips, drink, and a cookie. First come, first serve. No reservations. You can dine in or carry out. Either way, you want to stop in because it's going to be a fun event, and it helps the Fitchburg Senior Center. Adopt a storm drain near you and help out protecting our lakes, rivers, and streams. That's right. The storm drains help transport runoff from roofs, driveways, streets, and other hard surfaces to underground pipes or storm sewers that eventually make their way to our lakes, rivers, and streams. Unfortunately, that runoff also carries pollutants to our water. We want to keep that water clean and protect your storm drain today by adopting one near you. And that way you help keep the debris and other stuff from going down into the storm drains and eventually to our lakes, rivers, and streams. You can do that by going to our website, fitchburgwi.gov, and then you'll be able to click on the link to adopt a storm drain near you. Finally, want to help you protect yourself against cyber attacks. Those cyber attacks, I tell ya. Well, here's what we know. There's a few ways that you can do it. First, turn on multi-factor authentication. If you haven't done this yet, you got to get on board. It is a great thing to have. Update your software constantly. Think before you click and use strong passwords. That is a big one there. Of course, limit your personal information that you share online. Create that strong password. And do not click on links or texts or emails from people you don't know, because you're just opening up yourself to a cyber attack. There's lots of great tips, by the way, at Ready Wisconsin for you to learn more. We'll share the link where we found the story and all our stories as we do when we post them up to Facebook and YouTube each and every day. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we're going to open up our digest, take you out to a ribbon cutting at the new Limestone Apartments. Plus, we'll check in with the city administrator a little bit later in the show on this midweek Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays. Ready!
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg in the digest, and today we're going to take you on a road trip to a new apartment building opening up here in the city of Fitchburg. It's called Limestone Apartments, and if you didn't have a chance to make it out to the ribbon cutting, well, we're here to show you that right now.
2, 1.
That was a good cut.
Today we've got the grand opening of Limestone Ridge, which is a 116-unit workforce housing development here in Fitchburg, right behind the Orchard Point Shopping Center. This will be the 5th project we've finished in Dane County. This project utilizes WED 4% tax credits, so federal housing tax credits to help make the project affordable for working individuals that make between 30% and 80% of the area median income. This project is really great because we were able to put together a partnership of various financing sources, as you really have to do these days to really make an affordable housing project feasible. This is the first project we've ever put a swimming pool. Kind of coming out of COVID, we saw a huge demand, at the pools. It was a spot where people could get outside. So we thought it was important to create an outside living space at the project, just kind of, as we're coming off of the pandemic, hopefully. So that's nice, and we've seen a lot of use on that so far. So it's a great amenity for people to have, even if it's only 4 or 5 months or whatever it is in the year here in Wisconsin. Workforce housing is exactly what it sounds like. It's we have a huge percentage of the population that can't afford to live in $1,600 a month. 1-bedroom apartments, but deserve a great place to live and to be close to their jobs and places of interest. We really are able, by having the tax credits and the other financing sources, able to rent a very high quality product at an affordable rate for, in my opinion, people is what people really deserve. So I think we're filling a huge need in the community, and as you'd see today, it's a beautiful building. It's a great day, and just happy everybody's here.
Thank you all for being here. It's really exciting to be able to be here celebrating the opening of this project. And really, when you look at a project like this is really a perfect location for it. You've got grocery, you've got jobs, you've got retail, you've got a pharmacy, you've got a bus stop, all close by. What a great location. And to provide this high quality housing is so fantastic. So I just want to thank Jacob and the whole team for bringing this project forward. Couldn't think of a better location. Really excited that we're here today.
Really appreciate everybody coming here today. This project is a long time in the making. I think we put it in twice for tax credits and didn't get them, and was able to work with Lori's group and the Dane Workforce Housing Fund to come up with some gap financing to make the project work another way, and do it with 4% credits. So this is really the culmination of, probably 4 years, I would imagine, of working on this site. Countless hours of work and dedication. We really want to thank the staff. Danny did a great job. This is really one of the first projects he's got to work on start to finish, and it's fun to see him get involved that way. Oakbrook always does a great job. I think we've got 80 tenants currently living in the building, and I want to say we're 6 away from being 100% leased. Let's see here. So I grew up in Madison. We've done several projects in Middleton and Madison, and we've liked this site for a long time. It's right behind the Super Target and the Hy-Vee. We're doing another project in Madison right now next to the Hy-Vee, so I guess we're just have a Hy-Vee centric development. They're a great neighbor to have, and we've got a lot of eligible employees around here that hopefully have a place to call home close to their work. And when gas is $6 a gallon or whatever, it's that much more important for working families to have jobs and housing close to the jobs.
All right, there you have it. Congratulations to Limestone Apartments, and glad to have you here in the city of Fitchburg, and some workforce housing too. If you want to check out their website for more information, and we look forward to having them here in the city of Fitchburg. Take a quick break. Coming up next, we open up our guest segment. We're going to check in with the city administrator, Chad Brocklin, on this edition of TF.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Pittsburgh. Joined me today from the city administration's office. I guess it's the city administrator, they say. It's Chad Brecklin. Chad, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
I am good, Jeremy. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Glad to have you back here and get an update on some things that have been going on in the city. It's the summertime, so it's always busy. I mean, there's always something going on. There's no question about that. But it's more activity based usually during the summer. So, but we've got some things happening. First one we want to touch on is the elections, because we are in a primary right now. It's a primary coming up on August 6th, I believe. And some rules. There was a challenge to one of the Dropbox rule, and I figured this would be a great time to get a quick update from your standpoint that we want to share with residents, and especially the clerk's department, who have to answer these questions too all the time, especially about drop off. So what do you know?
Yeah, so you are right. We do have a primary coming up here in the early August, and there have been a number of judicial rulings in the last, 6 to 9 months, let's say, that have significantly impact absentee ballots in particular. And I think if I recall correctly, our city clerk, Tracy Oldenburg, mentioned to me that we've sent out approximately 2,900 absentee ballots to our residents and community members. And within all of those absentee ballot envelopes are instructions not only on how to fill out the ballot itself and the absentee envelope, but also about returning the ballot to the city clerk's office. And a recent ruling again from our state Supreme Court, I think just last week, reaffirmed and or finally put some finality to the drop boxes. Those have been deemed by the Supreme Court to be illegal and not allowed. So do not place any absentee ballot in a drop box. We have a drop box in our lobby for utility payments. So please do not use that for your absentee ballot. You have two choices without the use of drop boxes. That is to use the U.S. Postal Service and mail your ballot back. Be sure to leave adequate time for that ballot to reach the city clerk's office. I would leave at least 7, if not 10 business days for that ballot to make its way through the U.S. Postal Service and here to our clerk's hands at City Hall. And your other option is to physically return your ballot. And when I say your ballot, I mean your ballot only. You may not return the ballot of someone else directly to the clerk's counter here at City Hall and hand deliver that and turn it over to one of our clerks at the front counter. City Hall is open from 7:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. And we will also begin in-person absentee voting coming up pretty quick here as well.
Turning our attention to other fun event coming up, Exclusive Playground is open out at McKee Farms Park, and they have a ribbon cutting coming up here. But the importance of this project is just awesome.
Yes, it definitely is a great park amenity that we'll be able to offer our community members of all types. This is a great opportunity for those that may have some mobility challenges or to be able to use playground equipment. This is a project that has been led by Alder Arata Frada, and it also involves a partnership between the city and a civic organization in some fundraising for the cost of the project. So it's been a shared cost here as we've looked to design and construct and ultimately roll out this amenity in our park system. And I believe Sunday, July 24th at 4 p.m., if I recall correctly, will be the formal ribbon cutting for the inclusive playground. It is located at McKee Farms Park near the splash pad. If you're familiar with the layout of McKee Farms Park, it's right there in that vicinity. So would encourage everybody to take advantage of that park. It is open, or that playground, it is open, and clearly take advantage of the park as a whole. And also, if it fits into your schedules, by all means, come on down on the 24th and, be a participant or an attendee of the event to formally cut the ribbon.
Yeah, I wonder if they can do it like going down the slide or, swing into the rip, whatever. I mean, there's so many different fun pieces of equipment there that make it fun, but we'll have coverage of that here on Talking Fitchburg as well. So if you don't make it out, we'll bring you some of that here. Moving on to the well work that's been going on. We've had a couple of different well projects, but wanted to go back just quickly from your standpoint, as this comes across your desk and whatnot. We had the boiling water boil precaution late last week. Everything for testing wise came back good, so we were able to end said precaution. But just from your standpoint, how did things go? And as far as any future stuff, how will we continue to get that information out?
Yeah, no, obviously, one of the core services that we provide here in our municipal government, Jeremy, as you know, in addition to things like plowing roads and public safety, is providing water to our urban service area in particular. And we take that responsibility extremely seriously and hate to see any sorts of situations that arise where we have to issue boiling notices, even if they are precautionary in nature, much like this one was late last week. But ultimately, while doing some repairs on one of our wells that services the Greenfield neighborhood, which is roughly south of Irish Lane and west of Cyan Road, generally in that vicinity of Fitchburg, there was a loss of water pressure, and that caused the precautionary notice to be issued regarding the boiling of water. Our city utility department, water utility department, collected a number of samples after issuing that notice to confirm that there was no bacteriological dangers related with the water. And by I think either Friday night or early Saturday, less than 48 hours after the initial notification had gone out, if I recall, we were able to lift that precautionary notice, and folks were able to return to normal use of city water. So again, I want to reiterate that we do take our responsibilities quite seriously, and this certainly is not something that we prefer to see with our water system. Sometimes situations are unavoidable due to equipment malfunctions and things beyond our control. And we're still in the process of determining exactly where the cause of this particular pressure drop was as we restarted the system after some repairs.
Yeah, and I think it was a good test. I mean, obviously this was a real situation that happened, but to my knowledge, it's been a long time since something like this has happened, and it's good to get the information out and go through all the protocols that you need to get information out. So thank you to the staff out there who went door to door in that neighborhood or neighborhoods and got the information out. But where our goal, and I think make good comment for you, Chad, is we've got a lot of ways of getting information out, which I think is cool. I'm in the communication business, so I think it's cool. But from your perspective, there's a lot of ways to find or get information on what's happening in the city.
Yeah, absolutely. You are right, Jeremy, being in the communications business and doing a great job at it at that. Fact TV is always a source of information that's available for folks. I'm sure that you and your team had this information up soon after it was shared with you so that folks who might have been tuning into Fact TV could see it. And then we also have other ways to receive information through our city website. where you can see information that's posted there through our social media feeds like Twitter and Facebook. You can see information posted there. I will point out with our website, you are residents are able, and business owners or community members in general are able to sign up for a notify me feature and pick particular topics in which you might want to be notified. And then you could enter in an email address and or a cell phone number to receive text messages as well. So there are any number of ways for folks to stay informed that aren't necessarily technologically prohibitive, particularly when we're talking about the text messaging service. And then, of course, in a situation like this, Jeremy, as you mentioned, we take our responsibility very seriously to make sure folks are notified, and city staff did go door to door to the approximately 160 affected utility customers there, water utility customers there, to make sure that they were notified not only of the precautionary notice, but also that the precautionary notice had been lifted.
Yeah, nope. It's as I said, I think a good reminder of all the ways that we can communicate all the way up to door if need be in a situation like that. So again, thanks to all the staff there, to the water utilities, public works, helping out and getting the job done, so to speak. And Chad, we appreciate your time on the show as well. We'll catch back up with you next month.
Sounds great. Thanks, Jeremy.
You bet. Chad Brecken, your city administrator. We check in with them each and every month. We'll check back with them next month. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
Como padre, todos los días son un desafío. Y hay que estar ahí presentes. No importa lo cansado que uno esté, hay que estar ahí presentes para ellos. Cuando los niños aprenden algo nuevo, es ese momento mágico y especial. Y creo que presenciar ese momento es mi favorito.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Oh, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for the day. I want to thank our city administrator, Chad Brecken, for stopping in and saying hi, giving us updates on everything happening in and around Fitchburg. It's always busy, no matter what time of year it is. It's always busy here in the city of Fitchburg. And again, congratulations to Limestone Apartments here in Fitchburg. They had their ribbon cutting grand opening yesterday. And you can check out those interviews and videos, plus stay connected with Fact TV right here. Yeah, we got you covered on everything you need to know for the city of Fitchburg. Stay connected with us each and every day. Have a great evening, everybody.